Hi, I've picked up another book on Kindle in their 99p deals. It's always good to have a look at them because sometimes you can pick up you can pick up sort of current books cheaply, or you can pick up things that you would never even have thought of, but because they're 99p, you give them a go. This one, if you can see it properly, it is called The Old Man and His Sons, and it's by Heðin Brú. And it's Faroese. It's translated from the Faroe language. I don't know what the proper is. It Faroese? Possibly something. I don't know. You'll correct me on the comments. I'm sure you will. It was written in the 1940s, and it's very much a tale of old and young. It's a tale of tradition. It starts off very brutally. It starts off with a whale hunt and it still goes on today in this part of the world, where the whales are driven into a bay and slaughtered. And in the 1940s, in the time this book was written, this was how the traditional peasant farmers in the Faroe Islands, this is how they lived. They would survive on whale meat. The whale would give them the food for the next year. They'd sell it. They'd sell it to make their living. You know, this was their livelihood, the whales. And the story features Kettle. I think that's the way you pronounce it. I do apologise because I'm not very good at these pronunciations. And he's 70, and he and his wife, they are traditional Faroese. They live in I would almost say they live in 2 rooms. They've got a thatched roof. They haven't got a lot of anything. If they haven't got the money to spend, they don't have it. They survive on what they can grow, what they can scavenge. Kettle goes down to the shore and to see what's being swept up with the waves. You know, this is their way of life. They survive, and it's the life they're used to, and it's a life that they're accustomed to, and it's a life they enjoy. Their children, on the other hand, have left. They've got wives, families, and they are almost a disappointment to Kettle and his wife because they live for the now. They borrow. They run up a debt, and when the work comes in, they pay off the debt. And that's something that is totally alien to Kettle. In fact, the whole story revolves around the fact that after the whale hunt, Kettle brought this whale meat home, and he knew that we'd have to pay for it later when all the accounts were done by the district sheriff. And he's horrified that he's got this debt that he's got to pay for this whale meat, and the story revolves around him sort of trying to get the money together. But going back to his children, he and his wife cannot understand the fact that the children are living a different way to them. There's a part in the book when his roof is blowing off because of the thatch. It's a stormy weather, and all the old people in the village, they go and sit on his roof to stop it blowing off. You know, it's rather than, and his son's there, well, why don't you make it out of iron? You know, got corrugated iron, you wouldn't have this thing. But that's not the way that he lives. That's not his way of life. So you've got this almost battle between traditional and new that's going through the story. In fact, you know, he and his wife, they haven't left the village for 30, 40 years. They are just in their one area, and they do leave to go to a funeral, but it's the first time that they've set foot out of their village. It's very much a traditional way of life. I mean, this book was written in 1940s. What it's like in the Faroe Islands now, I don't know. Yeah, maybe someone could pop on the comments and tell me. But it was a very interesting book, and in 99p, apart from the sort of the brutality at the beginning, which is quite shocking to our sensibilities, the slaughter of these whales, it is a very gentle, simple book about a man trying to make his own way, trying to stick to his values. And yeah, I liked it. So yeah, let me know if you've read it, what you think too. So yeah, tip, look at the 99p Kindle deals. So happy reading. I'll catch you next time, and bye.